Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. It's Tuesday still, Tuesday. This is video 2, and we're going live as well. I don't know which way round I'm going to do it, because I'm just conscious that YouTube only puts out certain notifications on certain videos. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're not got that notification bell, do all that. Do all that jazz first. Smash like, because I know you're going to like this, especially if you're somebody who likes questioning things. If you missed it earlier as well, I'm going to quickly go on to Hug Watch. That's it, baby. We now do Hug Watch because we've got Erika Kirk hugging Sergio Gore. I did talk about it earlier, just to make sure those of you who missed her understands that she is still out and she is still trying to hug people, and she has got her hand there in his hair there. So this seems to be normality now. So women, keep an eye on your husbands, because if Erika Kirk's about, she's likely going to be trying to hug them. And Donald Trump, having learned his lesson, he's keeping it literally arm's length. He doesn't want to get in the grips of that anymore. But in this video, what are we talking about? And before I go on to what we're talking about today, which is seemingly they're suggesting that a whistleblower has told them that it was in fact Erika Kirk who told security teams to stand down. And I noticed something interesting about this video, and that's why I'm giving this the time of day now. I said yesterday some of the things that were being said, the man's voice, and they're obviously bringing Charlie Kirk's sister into the fray, Mary, and I saw something that is quite interesting, and I think it would be foolish, knowing if you watch video 1 today, that kind of, it literally proved peak prosperity of proven that the story just it's not right. It isn't right, and it's as simple as that. That's all you need to know. The story that you're being told, that you're being force-fed, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And it cost them 10 grand to do it. $10,000, but they proved it. Yeah, I found something interesting. And we're going to head over to Rumble and listen to the people's voice. And I will show you what I mean as we move through it, as to why I'm kind of more curious about the person. Let's just say the person who's talking. But let's have a quick listen.
Tonight's story isn't rumour. It's testimony from the inside. According to a whistleblower from within TPUSA, Erika Kirk had already begun assuming CEO duties before her husband's death, making executive calls, issuing orders, and sidelining the man who built the brand. The source claims...
And look at this, right? This, we're going to see a lot of this, but the voice sounds a little bit like a male. And I think that that's been done on purpose. I think that they've tried to cover the voice as being a male voice. But if you look at the silhouette here, and I don't know whether this is an actual video or this has been done for some other reason, maybe to offer some kind of representation of what really happened, but I can't help but think that that silhouette looks uncannily like Charlie Kirk's sister. So I wonder whether Charlie Kirk's sister had in fact known more than we have been led to believe or know of. I could be completely off base here. We'll carry on, but just keep looking at the silhouette. And again, I'm aware that this could just be a faked generated image that's going over just some audio only. I just think it's interesting that they've kind of done a bit of a male's voice. The silhouette looks female, and the silhouette actually looks like fucking Charlie Kirk's sister, as if it's all been done to give you some little tells on who they're talking to. But what we've got to also understand, which I find is very interesting, is Erika Kirk, right? Let's not forget that she very, very quickly, literally days after Charlie Kirk's death, she has assumed the role of CEO of this massive multi-million-dollar company, and apparently was sworn in by the board. It was like a unanimous decision, yes. So if she had not had really anything to do with the overseeing of the company, she hadn't sort of been familiar with the role of CEO. She was kind of a stay-at-home mum with the children, and Charlie was all work, 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 work. That's a song, isn't it? Work, 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 work. If she was all of that, then why would they have sworn her in at all? Why would she have even had to have taken on the role of CEO? She could have been still part of and more of a face and someone who assumed an alternative role in memory of her husband and did more sort of public. But to be sworn in as actual CEO of the company, to me, is indicative that she must have some degree of familiarity with how things are, what she needs to do, what that role entails. And the board must have some confidence in her. Bearing in mind, you're talking about millions and millions of dollars here. The people involved in this, it's always all about the money. So why would they think that a stay-at-home religious mum who is just, the till death us do part kind of thing, which we're going to talk about live later on. There's just something that adds more credence to this, and that is why I'm entertaining it. But let's carry on.
Claims she told Charlie's security detail to stand down, to refuse cooperation with law enforcement, and replace trusted staff with unfamiliar faces, now understood to have intelligence backgrounds. That single revelation blows this entire story wide open. Because if what we've been told is true, this wasn't an accident, it wasn't chaos, it was a hit, carried out from within. A name showing up on documents it shouldn't have. Before anyone realised what was happening, Erika Kirk was already giving the orders, acting as CEO while her husband was still alive. The tone inside the organisation changed overnight. People noticed. They just didn't understand what they were seeing yet. Then came the Utah event. Security was reshuffled, regular staff pushed aside. New faces brought in at the last minute. People nobody recognised.
And let's not also forget that you're talking about spending a lot of money on security, and their primary functionality is to keep Charlie Kirk alive. That's what they're there for. That's literally what they're there for. And you understand that Frank Turek, apparently, as they drove up, he's like, Charlie, I don't like this. I don't like it. Something feels off. There's something. This place just doesn't. It isn't safe. That's what he was getting at. And this is Frank. This is old boy Frank who's like, yeah, something's fucking not right here. But Charlie Kirk is like, no, I trust in the security. I trust all of those that are around me. And I think that was his fucking fatal flaw. Charlie Kirk trusted people. And he trusted a security team who was being paid to keep him safe. Now, as for the claims that it was Erika Kirk who told them to stand down, is there any elements to this entire situation that would seem to suggest that people were standing down or that they were taken over? Well, we're going to listen to something in a second, which is someone talking about speaking at someone who was on the ground. I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to let you listen and make your own choice and decisions. But what we do see, seemingly, is there is a clip shown that seems to suggest that the security are stopping people from helping Charlie. When people come over, the EMTs, they're seemingly shooing them away. No, we've got it. And this is almost like, and Candace Owens touched on this yesterday, this is almost like a plan leaping into action. And some people would suggest, well, yeah, you would have a plan like that. There would be kind of an extraction plan. And look, yeah, maybe there was, but there should have been a plan in place to mean that you never had to utilise that plan. And that's seemingly not the case.
Seemed to answer to anyone. And a stand-down order was given from within Turning Point USA. Charlie's security was ordered not to cooperate with local law enforcement. An order that whistleblowers are saying came from Erika herself.
If you remember, I told you that I had a source who was actually on the ground the day that Charlie was shot, somebody who was in law enforcement. I remember my source telling me something about how they were trying to keep everybody very tight-lipped. And so I went back through our messages.
And as we move through, what indications are there that he's being accurate? Well, we saw it. We've seen the footage where you've got people who are looking to talk and are being stopped, literally dragged off camera. We see that. We literally see that happening. So what he is saying here, you can't just turn around and say that that's bollocks, because we've witnessed that. We've seen people who are looking at try and speak what they saw, and and let's not forget that around a certain someone who was literally dragged off camera, we have a certain somewhere else, Philly Wang Wang, who was standing there seemingly looking like he's filming the guy. But let's carry on.
On this. So on September 27th, my source said, I can't talk about it yet. Admin is on high alert about leaks. Blank advised anyone leaking information about this case would receive heavy reprimand. And I said, I'm convinced this was a hit, dude. This Tyler Patsy thing stinks to high heaven. So everyone is being very tight-lipped. Oh, for sure, bro. Once I got on scene, I could tell something was very wrong. And I was thinking about our conversation. I was thinking about a couple of other things he was talking about. And I remembered that one of the things he was also talking about was the fact that he verified with UVU officers at UVU campus, that Charlie's team wouldn't coordinate with them regarding security, which I thought was really weird. Now, I don't know the exact protocol with this. I don't know if this is a normal thing. Is it not weird that the guest security wouldn't coordinate with the officers on campus?
So that it's a teaser, right? Now, what I'm going to say is I'm not going to play you any more of this video because it would be unfair of me to take the views away from Sean over at The People's Voice. But if you head over to Rumble, you can, of course, go and watch this video in full. What I will do is, if enough people ask, I'll go over it live. I know that not everybody uses Rumble or knows what Rumble is, and we'll watch it live together in its entirety. But the purpose of this is to show, look, like I spoke in the video earlier on today, we've got a situation where we're being told something happened, and that doesn't seem to be physically possible. That is literally defying the laws of physics again. You're being told something has happened, and it literally couldn't have happened. And they're hoping that the ignorance of people and the trust of people in the system is enough to allow them to spit in your face. Hocteur. I wonder if I'll get millions. I'm the new Hocteur, the face of Hocteur again, without the crypto coins. But anyway, yeah. So, and this is literally someone saying that they've got people who are claiming, these are claims, obviously, which I understand. The claims can be fucking fake, but there is indications that these claims are true with the security. Like I say, the EMT's being pushed away. You see images, which he will show you in this video, that are literally the security team over Charlie, almost looking happy about being there. They don't look like they're in shock or they're fucking upset or sad or whatever, or concerned about what else could happen next. It's almost like yeah, let's just do this. And the hospital that Charlie was taken to, that doesn't really make sense, that we hear was searched up from fucking Israel beforehand, and then literally doctors involved in it. The footage, Candace Owens yesterday had claimed again that the footage was subpoenaed by law enforcement, literally yoinked that footage out. And why would you do that? Well, I would suggest that was done to make that footage so the public couldn't access it, because that then becomes part of the case and is protected. So nobody can look at that footage and capture anything out of the ordinary to it. Just, it's fucking bonkers. It's bonkers and bizarre, and something ain't right. Something ain't right. But did Erika Kirk put that order in to stand anyone down? Who knows? But that is the claim, and it's claiming that it comes from someone who is a whistleblower or someone close to TPUSA. And looking at the silhouette on that fucking recording, it literally, to me, I'll just play you this little segment here just so you can have a look. Let's just go back over to here and just have a quick look at this. Let's go to full share and listen to this section.
nothing to do with their role. Utah Valley University was when it really spiraled. It was supposed to be a normal event. Instead, everything was confusion. Schedules changing midday, supplies missing, people told conflicting things. The rest of us were running in circles trying to hold it together, and those same new faces were everywhere, always nearby, always listening. What most people don't realize is that Erika had already started acting like CEO before Charlie even died. She was giving orders, making executive calls.
There you go. Take from that as you will. Again, if you want me to do the entire thing and we go over it live, do let me know, and I will happily do that. Yeah, it's one of them. It's literally one of those where more questions, more oddness, and we're left reeling for it. It's that trust me, bro. It is always just trust me, bro. Well, who the fuck do you trust? Honestly, let me know down below. Tell me who you do trust, and tell me who you don't. Love you all, and I'll catch you live later. Mwah.